Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
So serious.
Bob Gimlin is still alive. He is still alive. As of this recording, Bob Gimlin is still alive. You know, one day we're not going to get to say that anymore. It's going to be a big, I think, blow to the community. But he is 92, and that is amazing. So, Bob, let us know your secrets, man, because maybe it's if you see a Bigfoot, it endows,
grants you like eternal life.
Yeah, that's, I don't know, but yeah. So as of this recording, I'm Jason Emmett,
and I'm Twisted Kid Matt.
He never knows what I'm gonna do, and that's the problem.
Yep.
I am a mystery, just like all the things we talk about on the show. I'm not creepy though. I mean, there are some school-age children that would say, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not creepy.
I'll cut that out.
No, it's
super creepy.
You don't have to cut it out. It was a joke.
Change this show from kind of creepy to super creepy.
It's a super creepy.
Like, there's some school children that don't allow me within 500 feet of their school.
That would be an interesting show, wouldn't it? Super creepy. And it's just a couple of guys sitting around saying
saying the worst things possible.
Creepy things like
God.
I'm gonna stop there because my sense of humor is such that I would say
we just keep going,
like, really inappropriate things, but because I would laugh, but other people, there are some that would laugh, but there are some that would not. So no, I was kidding. No, I have no problems. I knew a guy once though. I knew him for a couple of years, and he's like, I didn't know, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm not allowed to be around little kids. I'm like, what?
Oh God.
Turns out it was actually nothing major. He got in trouble. He got like public, like an indecency chart or something for like peeing at a playground or something like that. But as an adult, like he peed behind a bush and I don't know, he got caught. I don't know, but you can't do that, guys. You're not allowed to have your willy out anywhere where kids may be in the vicinity.
I'll tell you what, in current news, I'm sure you saw the video of the guy getting absolutely destroyed by people in a movie theater because he stood up in the middle of a movie screening and peed on the audience, like in front of him, like in the row in front of him, during some anime movie.
Wait, were they talking?
Well, fuck them. I don't know. Listen, but
they wouldn't shut the fuck up. They deserved it.
Fair enough. But no, like there's been a rash, and this we will cut out, but there's been a rash of people just whipping it out in public and just going to town.
Really? That's crazy.
Have you not seen the video of the Korn System of a Down concert?
Don't cut this out. Leave this in because this is our PSA. Don't do that.
Yeah. No one wants to see it.
You are wrong. Don't.
Just don't.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some help. I'll put that up there. But no, there was a guy at a Korn concert. I think it might have been in Cincinnati, actually.
It is a Korn concert. They were here not that long ago.
Yeah. Have you genuinely not heard about this?
No. I don't keep up with Korn.
Let's just say that there was somebody who, after being asked repeatedly to stop what he was doing, a fellow audience member went over to him and just punched him in the face while he was performing a lewd act on himself during Blind by Korn.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
And then security hauled him out. I don't know if he was able to get zipped back up, but they hauled him out during the show. And then, like, literally a week or two later, during a movie screening, a guy stands up and pees on the audience in front of him. Like and they're not entirely sure if it was like why he did it. Yeah.
They were probably texting, and you know what? Fuck you. No.
Yeah.
It is a weird thing. I am not prude, but I am a little prude. Like, hi, comes no. I don't know why. Why do you want that? Nobody wants to see that. I don't want to see that. You don't want to see mine. I don't want to see yours. Just keep it in your pants. That's the new motto here. Kind of creepy. Keep it in your pants. If you see me doing this, I got 2 cats, and every time we go to record, a random cat.
They use his microphone as a scratcher.
No, they don't even get to come in here because I got too much shit they'll knock over. I got me and Matt and I both Matt has a cat. I have two, and one of my cats is sweet as can be. The other one is pure nightmare fuel. And Matt's cat. I will tell you. First of all, he's appropriately named, and he is named after the son of Satan. For Pete's sake,
Yeah. My cat's name is Damien.
He will. I will say this firsthand. He will like look at you, meow all sweet, and you'll start petting him, and he's like, and you're like, whoa, hey. And then he'll eyeball you from across the room, and he's like, I will kill you.
Dude, just walking in the room today, I had to step over him, and he was laying directly in my path of where I could walk. Like I'm looking at it going, if I go to the left, he's going to roll over and attack my ankle. If I go to the right, he's going to lay there and attack my ankle. Either way, I'm getting attacked. And I just took the biggest step, not unlike the one I mentioned in the Bigfoot video, where I was trying to replicate a 5-foot gate. But except this time I was trying to avoid being clawed by my cat. I was successful. I didn't get clawed, but he definitely was. He was making maneuvers. Yeah.
It was definitely in his brain. You know, what's funny is your cat, Matt's is all black and mine is a tuxedo. But other than that, they look very similar.
Yeah.
It's very weird. So, but we're not here to talk about cats or any of or peeing on people in public, which you should not do. So don't do that. Don't pee on cats in public either. Let's just cover all the bases. We have got a really creepy video this week. So, it's a series of a couple of videos. I don't know what I think of it. He actually has more, but I just took some of the smaller ones. So we'll give you the guy's name. He's on TikTok. It is Davo Valkrat, and that's best I can do for you. He is in Mexico. He does speak Spanish. There will be I think subtitles at the bottom of the screen, so you'll be able to read what's going on. But this is a really cool little bit here. So according to Davo, like he goes into, and I think he is sort of into paranormal stuff, I believe. But he goes into this old junk shop in Mexico, right? And in this junk shop, this is back in October of 2024. We know all that. He sees this doll in the junk shop. And according to him, he claims it kind of called out to him. He was drawn to it. He takes it up to the counter. He says, I want to buy this doll, to the cashier. And the cashier gives him a weird look. And he tells him right then and there, he's like, well, the doll might be haunted. He's like, I think the doll's haunted. And that actually just intrigued him a little bit more. So, which you should not do. I just want to be clear. If they tell you the doll's haunted, you should be like, I'm going to go get I'm going to get like that G.I. Joe over there instead. But he didn't. He bought it. So we actually have a little clip of the doll that he bought, so you can see it's just like a baby doll. That's it. That's the doll. That is the doll, and that's the junk shop. That's the area he bought it from. So there you go. That's
the doll that called out to him. Meanwhile, that's the creepy doll that would actually call out to my wife, and she would want to get because it's creepy. Yeah.
If there's a haunted doll room, it's in Matt's house.
Yeah.
He was going to make me sleep in it, and I was fine, but my wife was.
We don't know if any of them are 100% confirmed to be haunted, but they show tendencies.
Anyway, he buys this doll. Like I said, I think he was just curious. Hey, maybe I'll be able to capture something spooky if I get this doll. He takes it home, and shit starts happening. There's weird sounds, knockings, things like that. Anyway, one night all this stuff starts. He starts hearing the knockings and the weird sounds. He starts filming, and we're gonna play the video of what he captured the first night. And there is audio. There's all of it. So.
Otra vez. Luego empiezo a sentir adrenalina. Por eso respiro así.
I mean, if that scream was real. Yeah. Like if I heard that throughout my house, I would have left.
Yeah. I'd have lit it on fire and ran out.
So
not the doll, the whole apartment.
There are some really intense things in this video.
Encendí la linterna.
I think he's narrating it after filming.
Nadie.
Probably he does edits, and we actually will see him doing some of the edits now. Hold on.
Todo está totalmente cerrado. No entiendo qué.
I get some cutting for time. So if you didn't catch that, something backed out real fast. Now I'm going to be quiet here because
Para los que me
you'll
dicen
hear it more.
que
I turn it up.
que me vaya de la casa. Manchen. Es bien fácil decirlo.
You turned all the lights off, man. When they get you.
So you hear a voice,
Yeah.
he turns, and then you hear something
Este es el
small.
video
I mean,
editado.
it
Observen
clearly
bien
sounds like
detrás
little
del sillón.
steps running at him. So then he's,
Oh, hang on.
yes. So this
Hagan
he
la
brightened up.
comparación de
He's
cuando
editing
entro
one
a la
night
casa
and
y mi
this.
perrito ve a la cámara. No hay nada que haga ese bulto ni en la silla. Es una maldita cabeza.
It's a damn head.
Parece una calavera sonriendo.
No.
Estaba editando. Ya es de mañana. Son las 6:05 de la mañana. ¿Y se acuerdan lo que pasó en un video? De que estaban pegando allá en la cocina. Bueno, pues otra vez se escuchó. ¿Ven?
Don't your footsteps while
No
he's
es
in?
nada.
He's editing. It's
La
not.
muñeca está bien, no se ha movido.
It's
Nope.
just wait.
Not okay
I do
with
the
that.
highlights. So here you go. He brightens it up, and as he's walking in, yeah.
I don't like that.
Now here you go. Here's the audio.
Son las 3:43 de la mañana. Y otra vez.
I'm good. I don't need.
So
Yeah.
a couple of things that
Empiezo a
are
sentir
really
adrenalina.
interesting in this.
All up,
Por
please,
eso
dude.
respiro así.
Jeez.
A lot of things that are really interesting in this, like I often wonder about this. Like, do you think? Okay, so let's start off with the assumption that all this is real. Okay, which we don't know, but let's assume that it's all real. None of this is fake. What is it? Is it a demonic presence, an evil presence? Because
Doesn't
In
sound
America-
nice.
well, here we would hear voices say things like "leave" and "get out," and there he's clearly hearing it in Spanish.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it's a ghost, it could be a ghost that died, in Mexico would make sense. But, like, do you think that if it's an evil presence of some sort, it just speaks of what you're going to know?
I mean, yeah, probably.
So there are a couple of things here about this. If it's his reactions to me feel very realistic. Again,
Yeah.
not saying they are, but they feel realistic. The other thing is, if he's faking this, which he might be, but if he is, okay, like that EVP is very smart. It's back in the background. He doesn't even act like he hears it.
Yeah.
It is way back there. And you ask why he's turning the lights off, because it's 3 a.m. He's going back to bed. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna fucking.
I would be up for the rest of the night, personally.
And I love that there. He's like, I just should move out, but I guess that's easier said than done. And it is. It's not. Maybe we should get rid of the doll. Might be a good
Yeah,
place to
could be a
start.
good start. Yeah.
So that's the knocking and the rattling, and then
And he's just like, yeah, I'm going to bed.
and this
Then it sounds like it's inside, running at him.
voice. But you hear a voice. What makes him turn around is he hears something.
Yeah.
Says something.
Este es el
Okay, so
video
let's say he
editado.
faked that.
Observen
So
bien
this one
detrás del
again,
sillón.
like I said, this one he was filming and he brightened this up because he thought he saw something, so he upped the brightness. And
Hagan la comparación de cuando entro a
so,
la casa y mi
say he
perrito
was
ve a la
faking it.
cámara.
He got
No
smart
hay nada
because
que haga ese bulto
those
ni en la
footsteps,
silla.
first of all,
Es
they
una
don't sound
maldita
added
cabeza.
in later. It is very much in the normal.
Parece
He would
una
have had
calavera
to
sonriendo.
have filmed the audio on the same camera
Estaba
and then
editando.
added it in. And
Ya es de mañana, son las
he would have had
6:05
to
de
have
la
a
mañana.
kid.
¿Y
Because
se
that is
acuerdan
not
lo
the
que pasó
footfalls
en un
of the
video?
adult running
De que
out.
estaban pegando ahí en la...
They are small.
En la
So if
cocina.
he faked all this, he was
Bueno, pues,
very,
otra vez
very
escucho.
smart about the faking of this.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, Matt, you had not seen these at all.
No.
No es
what
nada.
do you think?
La muñeca está bien, no se ha movido.
Burn the doll. First step.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's so right there.
If that specific shot, if I had seen that in that moment, and it seems like he's glad he didn't see it in the moment.
Yeah.
But it would be an excuse for me to run through a plate glass window. Like, I would not be okay with that. And for the record, and we've hinted at talking about it in the past, I've seen shadow figures. Like, I've seen that, like, in my real life. It's not cool when it happens, to me at least. I'm not a fan of it. So if I were him, I kind of know how I would react, and it would probably be to run the opposite direction as quick as possible. But yeah, the knocking and the footsteps and everything, like, especially if it starts right after you bring something new into your house.
Yeah.
Just, you know, common denominator. Hey, all this stuff happened when this thing came in here, and now it's gone now. We just got rid of it. But how many times has somebody said, you know, oh, I threw it in the trash, and the next day it was back on the shelf? Like,
Well, that's what they say, like, a lot. Like, destroying it maybe isn't the best thing to do.
no.
And that's why you get guys like, you know, we will have a whole episode where we discuss our thoughts on, like, the Warrens and whatnot. But even Zach Baggins, you know, that they lock this stuff away. What are their names? They also have the kind of somebody we just recently talked about. They have like a haunted museum thing too, where they have like the haunted objects that they.
Behind, we were talking about it with the behind funny guys. Cody and Satori.
Cody and Satori, they do the same thing, yeah. And it's kind of like, can you keep it contained? Maybe, I don't know. I have so many thoughts about, like, what I think is going on. Like, I think a lot of ghost sightings, quote unquote ghost sightings, aren't anything. I think they are echoes of the past. We've talked about this energy that we just see trapped. In other words, I don't think they can interact with you. I don't think you can interact with them. So what I think we see is ghosts that are familiar that we see, and that looks like Bob. You know, it's just an echo, a shadow.
Not for the record, not my stepdad, Bob. Hey, I know you're watching.
Or Gimlin, but you get my point. I don't think those things are. I think it's just trapped energy and we can't interact with that.
Yeah.
Things like this.
Yeah. This seems intent on doing something.
Hagan la comparación de cuando entro a la casa.
Like, why else you hide? Why are you hiding behind the couch?
No hay nada
Come out
que
and
haga
fight
ese
me.
bulto ni en la silla.
Right?
Es una maldita cabeza.
But then it just, you know, suddenly you're levitating off the floor. And
I think the problems with shots like this is, like,
Estaba editando.
he's been in his living room. Like,
Ya
he
es de
walks
mañana.
out, there's
Son
nothing
las
there
6:05 de la
normal.
mañana.
And yes,
¿Y se
shadows
acuerdan
come
lo que
from
pasó en un
different things
video?
could cause
De
it.
que estaban
How many
pegando ahí
times
en
have
la...
you seen what
en la
looked like a
cocina?
figure and then you flip on your
Bueno,
lights
pues,
and it's
otra
very
vez escucho.
clearly something
well, I'll
been.
use a real life
Ven.
example. This literally happened last night. Connie and I were on our way home,
No es nada.
and we're driving
La muñeca
down
está
like
bien, no
a
se ha
super
movido.
dark road, and off to the right hand side of the road, I haven't even told you this yet, Jay, but off to the right hand side of the road, we see something that looks like a person crouched down on the side of the road, and this is about close to 10 o'clock at night. No street lights lighting any of this up, but our headlights are lighting it up off in the distance. And the closer we got to it, the more Connie and I were just like, what are we looking at? It wasn't, is that a person? It was, what are we looking at? Is that an animal or a person? What is that? And it just looked like a really dense shadow. Like, it was darker than the dark around it. And it was 100% a case of our minds playing tricks on us. And then just as we got closer, we realized it was literally just a big like roadside, almost like a tumbleweed kind of thing. But the headlights were going through it, so you could see light behind it, but not 100% catching the light on itself. It was really strange.
When people don't understand this stuff and they question this stuff, well, how weird could it have looked? I will give you a real
I wish we had stopped and took a picture.
You see all the time, you were just so accustomed to it, but you forget what the world can do, and that's a rainbow. When you consider that all the elements, the light, like there's nothing physically there. You can't go touch a rainbow. It is literally water droplets bending at such an angle that the light has to, all the elements have to be correct to see that. So what Matt's saying is maybe there was just enough haze in the night and the headlights hit it just right so that it didn't look like a brush.
It absolutely did not.
We couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah, we both turned to each other and went, "You see this? Like, what is that?"
There's a clip going around right now that we'll try to find and put on the show if we can. That cracks me up every time I see it. It's not a scary clip, but this guy walks into his house, his own house, and he looks down the hallway and he's like, "There's a cat in my house." And he doesn't own a cat. And he's like, "Hey kitty, hey kitty." And as he starts to walk towards it, he loses it. It's not a cat.
I don't have a cat.
It's two boots sitting in his hallway. But to everybody, to him and to us watching it from a distance, it looks like a cat. The skunk video we've played here on the show, all the conditions were right.
Yeah.
Now, if that would have been in color and not a night vision camera and stuff, we would have known it was a skunk.
Yeah.
But the fact remains is if the conditions are correct, the lighting's off, your brain conceives, it tries to piece things together as best it can.
Yeah.
So that's just happens sometimes where you think you see what you don't see. However, walking into your living room, yes, if something was hanging there and the shadow hit just right, and he saw, oh God, there's something behind my couch, and he flips on the lights, oh my God, it was just this shadow, or I had a jacket draped over the couch not normally there. The problem is that's not what happened here. When he hits the brightness on that thing and we see there's something physically there that wasn't there before. So if he walked in and, oh God, it's my coat laying there, we would know that. Yeah. There was no coat laying there. And so it's something that wasn't there earlier and it was there later. And yeah, he looks at it and says, it looks like a skull is smiling at me. And I see what he's saying, but that is pareidolia. I think that is, I'm seeing a face. Maybe there's a face. There could be a face, or I'm noticing patterns.
Yeah.
I don't know if I sent it to you. And if I didn't, I'll see if I can find it and send it to you. But it cracks me up. There's this video of this guy going around his house and he's like staring down at the floorboard and it's wood grain.
Yeah, you sent me that where he's doing the little cutouts.
He cutouts. The first one he makes
the chihuahua. Like as soon as I saw it was like the knots in the woods.
Wall. Yeah, knots on and he does a koala, and it makes me laugh because we talk about this stuff like there's where I park in my garage every day. When I go to get out of my car, it's like the drywall or the plaster stuff right there to me looks like a shark biting, and I see it all the time.
Yeah.
And a friend of the show, Stuart, he's like, it's funny, but he's like, I sit on the toilet and I look at, the door is right in front of me, and I was like, what's he call it? Like the dog on the door. He's like, I just stare at it every time I'm in there because it looks like a dog, and we all see that stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know that there's really a face there. There could be. Or it could just be our pattern recognition sees a face, but maybe it's not really a face. We go off on this stuff a lot, but we're just saying we're giving our thoughts on what we see. So assuming that this stuff isn't fake, that this guy's really seeing this stuff, I mean, this is compelling and scary to me. This, if it's real, is genuinely scary because it is the hints of seeing stuff, and it is hearing the stuff and not knowing where it's going to come from or what's going to come from it. He has other videos. We will put his name on here if you want to go check him out on TikTok. It's Davo Valkrat. I will spell it, but Matt will put it on the screen. It's DAVO VALKRAT over on TikTok. So you can find him there and watch some of the other videos and stuff. So there you go. Yeah, this one creeped me out when I watch it. This is the kind of stuff. If everybody wants to know, this is the kind of stuff that goes ooh, gives me the quivers.
Yep.
So it's like ooh, something ran at him. You know, something he hears some weird shit. That scream.
There was for the record, there was just an orb right by your shoulder. I'll highlight it in the edit.
I'm sure it was a piece of dust. There's
it
sunlight.
Probably was, but
it's the sunlight.
Yeah,
beaming in. So I don't buy the orb thing. Just
I know clear. It was just very conveniently timed. So.
Yeah, well, it happens, but I've never. Usually they're dust or bugs and stuff caught in light just right. So, yeah, I had something else.
One more clip. Actually, I thought.
Do we have another clip?
I think we have one more clip. Yeah.
Oh, this is just the
highlights of everything. Yeah. Do with the audio boosted.
So let's point something out though with the highlights here. This is interesting to me. He doesn't at any point, and now to me, these are fairly clear EVPs. So let's listen to the first one.
I think I know what you're about to say. Something he's not doing.
He doesn't try to tell us what
he thinks he's saying.
The other thing is, if you notice, that first one is very deep. I don't know what it's saying. It was like, oh. And the second one clearly sounds like a female voice. The one outside sounds like a female voice to me. That one is clearly sloth. Hey, you guys. Yeah, and to me, they're very clear. So it would not be out of unusual for him to say what he thinks they're saying, because they're pretty clear. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't try to tell you what he thinks they're saying. So I have no idea if they're in Spanish. So I don't have a guess.
If anybody here speaks Spanish and can tell what they're saying, leave in the comments.
Que mas? Something like that. I don't know what that would mean, but yeah. These ones just kind of creeped me out. I thought they were a lot of fun. I don't know, adding the doll connection. It's a creepy doll. Annabelle, the original Annabelle is the Raggedy Ann doll. Yeah. They make it in the movies. Who the would buy that doll if it really existed? I mean, you.
Right.
But
probably, yeah.
Your wife would buy it, but yeah. So I think one of the things we're going to do in the month of October, and
be coming up on our 1 year.
I'm about to lay this on Matt. He's never even we haven't even discussed this, but I think he'll be down for it. One of the things I think we're going to do in the month of October, one episode we're going to do is personal stories, and I have two. One that if you go all the way back and watch our crappy episode 0, I will tell the tale of the first time I thought I saw something. And what's really cool is a couple of weeks ago I was going through clips of stuff that I thought would be interesting for the show, and I came across a video of somebody filming something, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks like what I saw. So I can actually show that video and go, so when I tell the story of what I thought I saw as a kid, it looked like this. This is what I saw. And then I'll tell the tale of, we'll intrigue you all, the haunted dresser. And what makes this tale so interesting is that lots of us experienced it. It wasn't just me. There were a whole bunch of us. So, and then Matt can tell a couple of his tales. I think it'd be really fun for the month of October to tell some of
we can do that.
Or personal stories that got us interested in this kind of stuff.
And I'll just go ahead and make the call out, because I know that some of my stories, I had other people in my life that were there, and I know they watched. So, Mom, Jacob, you guys want to send in some stories that I can, speak on? Go for it. Send us an email, and we'll put that in the video here in a minute. Go ahead and email us at the email address below, and we'll bring it up on the show.
Yeah, and anybody, if you have a story, I will read it on the show. I will read your creepy stories on that. Would be a lot of fun to do, and I might make the call out and see if we can get a couple of people, and that would be a really fun episode to do. If I think about it, and if I don't, we can't cut this out because I've already said it. I might like sit down with. So I did years ago. I did a ghost hunt. Whatever. I went in Mansfield State Reformatory, which is a closed prison here in Ohio. It's a couple hours away from me, but we went and did an all-night ghost hunt there. It's been many years now, and my sister was there and my ex-wife. But my sister and I will talk. We'll talk about some of the stuff we experienced there. And it might be interesting to get her to sit down with me and we can kind of like tell the story or something. So that would be kind of neat. It was fun. It was creepy as hell. That they actually filmed Shawshank Redemption there, and they have movie props.
Okay, I was wondering why the name of the prison.
Shawshank was filmed there, and like the opening scene of Air Force One, the prison. So, which is supposed to take place in like Russia, and so there's a section, well, at least when I went there, that has like these Russian paintings on the wall, and you're like, why is that there? And so it's because they filmed them there because it's the closed down prison. But so yeah, I think through October we'll try to do we'll do like a personal. We have the episode with the guys from Behind the Funny, which is a lot of fun, even though I wasn't there for the whole thing because I got kicked out. We have you'll hear all about that. We're going to do some personal stories. October I think is going to be a lot of fun. So let us, just tell us your stories and be a part of October with us. That would be really fun. Also, I want to put a call out. I want to ask you guys who do watch. We just do what we think is fun. We talk about what we think is fun. We've noticed that some videos really like they take off, and then others just sort of do what they do. Is there something you guys prefer? Like you would like this? We'll keep doing what we do, but we would like to focus sometimes on the things we know. Yeah, the people want us to talk about. Yeah, so we'll
put our spin on something. Like we've discussed talking about specific like hauntings and specific cases of things, and
I think we're gonna do
specific cryptids and specific sightings of UFOs and aliens and things like that. And I got a lot to say about a lot of this stuff, and like some of it may shock you. We'll make it like a BuzzFeed article. This cryptid may shock you.
What Matt has to say may shock you.
Like, okay, I just recently learned about the squonk, and that should ring a bell with Jay, at least a little bit. Genesis, not the book of the Bible, but the band. They have a song called "The Squonk," and it's about a cryptid. Okay, so we'll cover the squonk in a future episode. But yeah, it's bizarre. It's kind of like a little pig-like creature that just looks sad all the time. So people think it's a metaphorical cryptid. So we'll talk about the squonk at some point in time. It'll be a fun little episode on that one.
Yeah, actually, that might be a real fun episode to do, where we'll just go through some of the famous cryptids and what they are and where they come from in the history.
Yeah, we could read off the lyrics to the squonk possibly, but I don't think we'll be able to play the squonk.
Yeah, they don't let us do that.
I mean, Peter Gabriel, friend of the show. He's not, but that'd be awesome if he was.
Yeah, would be the best. Yeah,
come on here and let's talk the squonk, man.
Oh, you're talking.
This was Peter Gabriel era of Genesis.
Yeah, this is like the era. Yeah. That's probably why I don't know it. I'm a huge Peter Gabriel fan. That's why he said he thought I would know. I love Peter Gabriel, but that's real early Genesis. Yeah. So that
I'll see if I can pull it up real quick and
stuff, so.
I'll see if I can find out what era of Genesis.
It had to be 70s, like God, probably like
I guess it's just called Squonk. It's on the Trick of the Tail.
Yeah, so, this is Genesis. I didn't
1976 Genesis album.
That explains it. I was literally born in 76. It's really before my time. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, no, didn't know that. That's okay. I just learned today, and you guys can yell at me if you want. Matt learned it too. A real famous episode of $6 Million Man.
Yeah, we'll put a picture of it up on screen because
we both just learned that. Oh, that's Andre the Giant. And what's funny is it's his hair.
They don't even try to make him look
they
like.
Just put a furry suit on him. I'm like, well, it works. It's. I never knew that was Andre the Giant who played the Bigfoot in that episode of 6. I probably haven't seen that since I was like 4. It's not like something I watched a lot, but it's very famous. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Andre the Giant.
But we do know one thing about that version of Bigfoot is the only doggy paddles.
And he also wants a peanut. God, that's great.
Okay.
They don't swim, only doggy paddle. It's great stuff. Guys,
Princess Bride.
thank you so much for joining us again. As you can tell, we have a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you guys enjoy the kind of banter and us being stupid and silly. It's just sort of what we kind of do. I don't think that's ever going to change. You should see us when we're together. It gets worse.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
The stuff you don't hear on the show, like me hitting on Matt for 3 minutes when we first got online. Yeah, it's just it gets worse. So we cut that stuff out, but we appreciate all you guys joining us. We kind of think of you all as friends at this point, so you're stuck with us. Some of you friends we haven't heard from in a while. I'm talking to you, Anthony. Where you been? Why we not get any clips?
Yeah.
But yeah, we love you guys. Please drop your comments, hit the likes, send us stuff, let us know what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see here on the show. Bob Gimlin is still alive, so yay. And I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, remember,
keep it creepy.
Creepy.
This is kind of creepy.